So this is a horrible
Hello
setup,
guys, right now it is
12:57 in the morning.
time because this is recorded thing.
Yeah,
right now it's
I'm
additional
gonna-
time. We're gonna be watching something by Nick Giovanni. He's a good chef. I haven't seen him. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. He's broken a bunch of world records for food, cooking and
I'm gonna go
stuff.
over, like,
Sorry for the low graphics. It's just the recording app. We're gonna try
you
my
know what I'm
best.
trying to say.
We're gonna get into it.
What's a
It
golly?
looks like myself trying to lip sync right now.
I don't know.
Just ignore it.
Um,
We're gonna get
maybe it's not
started pretty
clean.
soon. I have no clue what I'm talking
I guess
about.
you can call it clean.
But I'm just
But
yapping,
this is Nick.
yapping and yapping and yapping.
I don't know his last name. This is.
Can I stop yapping now? Okay.
But we're just gonna go over it.
I've broken 10 food-related games.
Oh, and by the way,
What I was saying just there, because I don't feel like saying what I just said, is I don't have Premium Plus. So there's going to be ads. Because who's gonna pay for that? I mean, this is low quality anyway.
So yeah, I broke every
Plus thing.
every
Alright, just listen to me up because I have no clue what I'm saying here.
We're not gonna do all of it. We're just gonna watch like maybe 5 of them. Or something.
And of course, I just remember what I'm saying is that we're only gonna watch like 2 of them because
Walk you behind the scenes of every single
it's going right now. So
the world's
I'm
largest
only
sushi
gonna do like 2
roll
of them.
and the world's largest beef Wellington with Gordon Ramsay. And we're gonna start with the world's largest chicken nuggets. Here we go. We're gonna break a world record. But let me back up first. My favorite food is rotisserie chicken. Gosh, do I love a hot, juicy rotisserie. Remember, some of these videos were filmed a while ago, so when I do things like that, just cut me some slack, okay? I have nuggets every single night before bed. I eat, sleep, and breathe chicken. I guess you could call me a chicken connoisseur. And that's what today's all about. And where my friend Linja comes in. For those of you who don't know who Linja is, she was a food creator that made all kinds of really fun cooking videos. And she and I became really good friends, and we broke a lot of Guinness World Records together. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago and is no longer with us, but she left behind a lot of good memories, so I'm excited to watch them. Today we'll attempt to break the official world record for the world's largest chicken nugget.
That's right, and this is not our first rodeo.
Not long ago, we successfully made the world's largest king pop. It was 44.24 kilograms, just shy of 100
Well, so you know, it's gonna say it more further on.
We saw all sorts of
It's pausing anyways. So they added some like cussing in there. Linja never cussed. And they just thought it was funnier and better for the business, you know. Because you gotta get the money. You gotta get the money stacks.
I don't know what
So,
to explain
yeah,
it like plastic. Like there's kind of
She's
plastic
actually a pretty
shit
short
kind of-
woman. She was like 4'2" and like
The
4'5".
texture is just.
No, she was like 4'8".
The only
That's right.
really
And
chicken
Nick
nuggets that I
is
like
like,
is like the
I
dinosaur
think
chicken
he said he was
nuggets,
6'3". Yeah.
and the McDonald's chickens. Unless it's chicken tenders and chicken slices, that's a different story.
these articles, we found another headline.
A chicken nugget that weighed over 50 pounds.
A way that we did a lot of these records was that we would just see different ones online that looked like fun ones to break, and we would just go and break them. But just so you know, throughout this video, the records and the foods are going to get bigger and bigger as we go, until we eventually make the world's largest chocolate bar, which is insane. You see,
We're also watching just 2, but if you want to see more of them, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you still
there
like
was a
it.
problem. They couldn't meet the rigorous standards upheld by Guinness World Records. If all goes well, by the end of today, we'll be the first ever holders of this coveted title. Throughout this process, there will be several people watching us. We'll have a food. Make sure you remember Dennis. He is the health inspector in all of our Guinness World Records, and he's hilarious. And remember the judge, the world record judge. You're later going to meet Andy, who is the judge for most of our Guinness World Records. And I have one story that I might share with you all later if you keep watching the video that was absolutely nuts. But the moment chicken nugget shape. There are 4 different shapes of chicken nuggets. That's helpful information. You need to know that before you make the world's largest chicken nugget, of course. But before we do that, we're catching up to Gordon, so make sure you smack that. Oh, yeah. To all of you watching right now,
Enough
subscribe.
talking, Nick. Time to get going.
We have pulled up to McDonald's, and their objective here is figure out exactly.
I didn't know there was different types of chicken nuggets. Like
Treat my own self.
thought he said
I
Cheetos,
didn't know
like,
there's
that's what
different
you mean. I
sizes of
think it
chicken
was like
nuggets.
Cheetos.
Like one of them is a
Like,
boot.
they just come in different ones.
rewind this.
Like, because obviously, like, we're gonna go back quickly.
Rewind it,
I'm
man.
gonna try to pause it.
Okay, one looks like a boot. There you go. One looks like a. Okay, I'll
We're going
go
for
for.
get it all.
Hey, I live in Texas. Don't judge me. One looks like the
So like this
the-
one might be
brain rot
blue,
meme,
'cause it's got
see?
blue. This was like the mean chicken
other
nugget.
one's just
But like,
Stunker.
I didn't know there's these 4 chicken nuggets.
Number 2.
Like I thought it just came out.
4 looks like color. 3 looks like that meme. Yeah, I didn't know they came
actually
in. I
never
just
thought
thought they came in different Texas sizes, like humans.
It's just crazy.
Keep
never
watching
thought-
myself, yep. Because
Common chicken nugget shape. There are 4 different shapes of chicken nuggets.
It's time to get going.
We have pulled up to McDonald's and the objective here is figure out exactly what shape we want to make our giant world record nugget. How many different
bet you
shapes
nuggets.
of nuggets are there? How many different nuggets? Doing research here. This is good. Yeah, shapes. Linja, it's time to figure out what shape we're going to be making today.
Here are all the shapes.
Oh, I miss having Linja in my car. She was the best passenger in the car ever. Let's go back home and break some records. We are back from McDonald's. I was so much taller than Linja. I'm 6'3". Linja was 5 feet tall. I think that's generous. I think she was like 4'11" or 4'10". She was very small. We're back from McDonald's.
And we're gonna make a nugget 1,000.
Wow, I forgot it was that big.
You better pick up that nugget.
Would you like to boss me around? We'll start by tossing 40 slices of white bread. Here we go. We're starting.
Rid of that thing. Nobody likes end pieces.
And to soak all that bread,
I
we're
know,
gonna go
right?
with 1/2 gallon of whole bread, milk,
Wait, in our house we just like take them out. We don't.
bread.
Oh, we just like stick around and we just put our hand over them.
Now we let it soak while we prepare the rest of the
When it comes to when we eat them.
Between these 48 eggs and our 40 pounds of chicken, we're going to be using close to 60 whole chicken. Wow.
I know you play videos talking. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I can't even understand this.
I was surprised to find out that the hardest thing about cracking 40 eggs is the fact that your hands get
That's the bad thing, but at least you can breed
Once
chickens.
our eggs are all ready, it's time to whisk them up.
It's coming.
Get the nugget.
So here's a fun fact.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know if any of you know. Linja never ever swore. She would not say a bad word. She would not swear. So anytime we would bleep her out to be funny on the videos, she was just saying freaking. Sometimes she wasn't even saying anything at all. We would just put a bleep there because it was so funny, and she loved it too.
Get the mega ball.
What you're looking at right here is 40 pounds of ground chicken. And that chicken.
So they just thought it was funny, not to be like more adult version. They just thought it was
Record
funny.
is no easy feat. We even held a health inspector watching to make sure Linja's not taking any shortcuts.
Linja, I'm watching you.
And now it's seasoning time.
We're gonna start out with some onion and garlic powder. Okay, Osmo. The key ingredient to make anything taste good. Osmo is the best salt and seasoning in the world. If you
We're gonna skip this.
making chicken nuggets, but it tastes good and it works well. Large, we have to make a special contraption, and that's where Chef Bill comes in. It looks like a giant bird cage, and it's about 1/2 a Linja length. Ah, yes, I loved using the measurement Linja length. 1/2 a Linja length tall. Before we put the chicken in, we're gonna line this parchment. And now, I'm not sure if you remember this for our last Guinness World Record. Yeah. Remember,
Oh, so speaking about Angelina, I'm like 4'5" right now. Pretty sure.
So I'm like 4'5" right
Early
now.
on in my life. But
Speaking
Angelina was
of
like
Angelina,
5'4" so
she
she was
was about, like,
right here to me.
Right up here to me. I know you can't see
Like
it.
she was
but
just
she was
right here.
pretty short. She was kind of way up there, but at the same time, she was kind of short. 4'11" for how old your grandma?
we're
That's
gonna get to the cake pop record later because it's bigger than the chicken nugget, and we're gonna go up in size throughout the video. So keep watching. Things are gonna get
Oh,
crazy.
sorry about the
But it's time to spread.
like
I
the
think it's time to fill up our mold. Shovel it all
back of my head. I think that's what that was.
Linja, I feel like I
Sorry about the graphics and stuff. It's just recording it.
Oh my gosh. To finish things up before we put it in the oven, we're gonna crack a few more eggs into a bowl.
Now it's time to do some cake.
I've made a lot of dino nuggets in my time, but never have I used them.
Whew.
Dino
Dino
nuggets.
That's what I was saying. Dino nuggets were the
Dino
best.
nuggets. That's the only thing. That's like the only chicken nuggets I eat. Those the best top. That's around, man.
We're basically
I
gonna
don't know
toast
about
our
you.
wash across the entire chicken nugget so that we have something for all those beautiful breadcrumbs to adhere to. Ultimately, this isn't gonna look like those McDonald's nuggets have.
What are Jackson Pollock now?
Now to finish things off, we'll do a light and gentle sprinkle of breadcrumbs across the entire nugget. If you can't tell, this nugget is almost as big as Linja, which means we can't bake it in our oven at home.
So we're gonna take it off the road and bake somewhere else.
Believe me, when you call people asking them to use their oven so that you can make the world's largest chicken nugget, most people are pretty skeptical. But fortunately, we found one place. Linja, am I doing okay?
The poor chicken nuggets, slow down. Don't ever drive like that again.
She always yelled at me for driving too fast. Always. I can never drive slow enough for Linja. We made it to the Cambridge School of Culinary Arts, where they kindly offered up an oven large enough to bake our record. Yeah, this was the only place we could find an oven big enough for this nugget. There was no other oven that would have worked. It was too
In our
big.
testing, it took 12 hours. Open her up.
And finally, I was very nervous here. I was nervous.
It's in the oven. Now we wait.
This is how many people it takes to get a Guinness World Record. And we're just doing a chicken nugget here. But the most important... If you think this is a lot of people for a record, by the way, wait until some of the records later in this video. I think there were at least 400 people involved in the world's largest chocolate bar. So you're going to see that later. And the behind the scenes of that and all the secrets I can tell you there, crazy. Just wait. You're going to be excited when you see those. It's holding that certificate that we desperately need. We are here to check on the chicken nugget. It's been over 4.5 hours, and this is what we're working with. We put some aluminum on the top to try to... See, this is so bad because you don't know if it actually baked right. But for now, we'll just take a look and see how it's coming along. It feels like heavier than it was before. There's a nice crust to it. We want the crunch when we have a chicken nugget. What we're basically making here is not actually a nugget. It more looks just like a cake. We're gonna put it back in. It needs a bit more time, but when we come back, we'll add the breadcrumbs and go away. It is like baking a giant cake.
It's time to cut off the edges and bread the sides.
God, Linja almost just cut her finger off there. Now we're just gonna gently pull back on the sides and hope the chicken nugget doesn't collapse in on itself because of all the weight. At this point, we're gonna paint up all the sides of our gigantic nugget with egg wash so that we can stick breadcrumbs to the side, make the whole thing look like a well-composed nugget. The Guinness rules state that it has to look exactly like a nugget, just larger. Now back in the oven to get it nice and golden brown. In the oven again? Third time? Oh, God! Hey, whoa.
So you telling me
So
those
you're
are
telling me
plastic,
bunny
like a
plastic,
mile long, mile length,
Like
mile
2
width.
miles.
And it looks, you know, like melted and stuff, and it looks just like a chicken nugget.
Like width and length.
I could get a road whip.
And just make it look exactly like a
Hey.
nugget.
Give me in.
Does it still
I mean, obviously, it has to be like.
And just like that, I think our nugget is complete. But first,
The inspector has to take his final temperature.
So this has to be at least 165 when it's back in the oven.
what is it?
175.
Excellent. Our nugget was perfect. Beautiful, delicious smelling, and golden brown.
Hey, we don't that all day. Open it up, Nick. You better drive safe to that fucking nugget.
I want to watch that again because that was always one of my favorite clips that we had with Linja was just playing that rap music while she hopped into the car. Maybe she didn't know it, but rap music worked very well with Linja's vibe.
Drive safe to that fucking nugget.
We are on a main road right now going about
See, she calls
9
it like
miles an hour.
freaking because they added like cuss. She never cussed.
We made it back with the
Because it's
nugget.
something
Now put
funny.
it down, Nick.
My name is Kenny Palazzolo, and I'm today's surveyor. You may remember me from the last world record. We got that, Guinness. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tear our pan and get ready for the weigh-in. We have a pan weight of 1.755 kilograms.
So first things first, we're gonna lift the whole nugget over onto a new tray because we have to remove all this excess stuff to be able to weigh just the chicken nugget itself. Now for the big scary moment, we have to slide this thing off the wire rack. Oh my god.
Oh, wow, that is deep. Now for our final measurements. So we have 20.96
The quality is
kilograms.
music
which in
quality
my
and the
estimate
sound
is
quality is
a little
cool.
over 46 pounds. What do you think?
Congratulations, you're officially amazing.
Yes. I just got chills watching that.
I don't know what the heck that quality. Like just the quality of the. We're gonna watch another one.
All my friends. Steak Avengers.
Looks like
Love
Lauren's
it.
already texted me. Nice. We want to think we got ourselves a message.
Fun fact, sometimes I text Ford.
Not even
bald guy's actually on Facebook. Me and my dad watch him. He's like, yo, son, look at this. Look what he's making. This guy makes crazy sick food. Like he'd pull up with a $15,000 Wagyu steak and go into like a Whataburger and say, can you cook this for me? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. And he'll be like, well,
stuff for crazy.
let's say a few will say no. Then he'll go to a local burrito shop that he knows, and be like, hey, can you make this Wagyu steak
Cookies, like that thing
into a
that made in
burrito?
China.
And then make it a nice Wagyu steak,
I don't know,
like
but
the
it's
perfectest
cookie and
Wagyu
it's like
steak
five-
into a burrito.
It's like a five.
This guy is a
$15,000
legend when it comes to food.
Wagyu. Yeah, Wagyu.
Yeah,
It's like, can you cook this for me? Like,
and by the way, I don't feel like editing anymore, so I'm not gonna edit it anymore. Besides the outro.
It is absolutely precision and immaculate. I can't wait to see it. Hurry up, Nick. Let's go.
Max, Google, you guys got the meat. You're gonna handle the Excel and the crepes and all things the prosciutto.
3, 2, 1, man.
One of the most important parts of beef Wellington is the prosciutto.
So we split into multiple teams. I'm working on prosciutto. Looks like Max and Guga are working on the beef.
This prosciutto was shipped all the way from Spain.
And the Golden Balance is working on the
And you
mushrooms.
can take off one corner of the prosciutto, and now we're ready to slice. For
Wow.
having our prosciutto, I
Look at that.
decided to set this at the proper number, which will adjust the thickness. I'll place my prosciutto into the machine, clamp this down to secure it, and it's time
Why
to
do I
slice.
have these machines, by the way?
Even and consistent slices of prosciutto.
Who has one of these in their house? Why do I have
meat
this?
that Max and Guga are working on right now? This prosciutto looks incredible.
Wow.
Ready to go.
All right, Max. First thing we gotta do is remove this fat. Let's do it.
We're going to be completely fusing this thing together with meat glue. If there's any silver skin, it's not going to stick together.
If you've never heard of meat glue, it's literally this powder, this glue, that you can use to glue together any kind of meat. So you can glue salmon to Wagyu, you can glue a chicken to a fish, you can do whatever you want with it. And to make a world record
it's
Wellington, we needed a world record piece of meat.
I myself do not want to work with meat glue.
So you're making us do the dirty work for you, right? We like it.
And Excel is a
Okay, the mushrooms now.
mushrooms, shallots, garlic, and thyme. We'll be using a mixture of mushrooms, starting with these white button mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms.
You probably want to like grab it, like put all the ingredients into a plate,
Nice
and like
mix.
make it like a big mushroom.
Look at those shopping skills.
Mix them together.
Yeah, so this is part of a Wellington, is making this mushroom
And this one here is for our
paste that kind of wraps the whole thing and gives this umami flavor to the whole beef Wellington. It's classic.
I'll add in my mushrooms.
You look like you need a hand over here. I'm gonna help you out with some crepes. These we're making ourselves, and what this will do for our Wellington is wrap it up nicely so there's no leakage. We need our
Good
Wellington
explanation,
steak
Nick. Good explanation.
We were just about done trimming here. It's time to suit up.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it. Meat glue is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
It's an enzyme that completely glues proteins together.
I get scared every single time I have to use it.
If you breathe it in, it can literally make your lungs stick together.
Yeah, this is very dangerous. So let's hope that they don't do anything bad in the next few seconds here.
Hence the gas masks.
When Dusty
As long as
opens
it's
the glue, we need to
together,
make sure that
it's
everything is spread
Wow.
nicely and even.
If we don't fully cook every part of this meat, the Wellington will look terrible when we
This is
eventually
insane.
To hold it together,
This
while
is
it's in the
insane.
fridge, we'll tie it all
I
up.
still can't believe we did this.
Now that none of the
Look at that. Look at that.
it should be safe to take off our masks.
Beautiful. We need to wrap it up because when we're cooking in sous vide, we don't.
Wow, that is so cool.
Dude, that's a big piece of meat. Sure you can handle that?
So you basically stick like your meat in the, okay, that's how this is like. The meat that's in your body, it can like make it stick together, and that would be very bad.
When it's nice and cooked through, add it to the rest of your mixture. Now that we've got everything prepped out, it's time to start cooking. And this here is going to be our giant sous vide.
If you don't know what a sous vide bath is, it's basically a giant, hot, warm bathtub that you cook food in over a long period of time. And it cooks very slowly and evenly.
Which hopefully will cook our meat to a perfect medium rare. This is now going to cook overnight for about 10 hours, and we'll be back in the morning to check on it. But we better hope this works because we're not going to have much time left to finish after we come back. It's currently just before 5 in the morning, and we are going to check on our Wellington. I've been freaking out. I've been nervous about this the whole time, and I didn't want to wait the steak.
Hold on. The time I'm posting this, okay, this was 9 days ago. So it was like, you know, previously, but no time in Texas. The sign come up at 4:57 or below 5. It comes up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Okay, that's just how it does. 6 o'clock. It really does.
So, I won't have anything from
Not even 6 o'clock. Like right now in the winter, it comes up at 7:02. Like,
Oh.
The things are off. The water's cold.
This was really, really bad.
The fuse could have blown an hour ago, but it also could have happened 6 hours ago.
This was really bad. Basically, we plugged in so many things in the kitchen that it overloaded and blew a fuse, and the power was off overnight, and we didn't know how long that was off for. Now the question is, will we finish cooking this beef in time for the record?
That's just cranking these up as high as we can possibly get them. I am probably going to sit here and watch till the water goes in there. But the only worry now is that if we're not careful, this may overcook. It's just past 6:30 now. We can let this go as long as we possibly can, and it's now time to bring this to the only bakery we can find that has an oven big enough to actually fit this in. We've done the best we can, and at this point, we can really only hope that it's cooked. This right here,
If you thought the oven was big for the chicken nugget,
as you can
wait.
see, it's so big that all four of us have no problem fitting inside.
Look at this.
We're gonna start prepping.
Unreal.
We're gonna FaceTime Gordon to check in and
Yeah.
preheat this oven. Hey, Gordon. Hey, Nick. How's it going? It's going okay. We had a little bit of a mishap with the sous vide bath, but I think everything's coming together now.
Okay, hurry up, please. I'm dying to see that Wellington.
It's gonna be mad.
After the mishap this morning, we can only hope that it's fully cooked. But we'll find out once it's baked.
You want to treat this thing extremely nicely, just like a little baby, a little meat baby. It feels like a perfect medium rare. You gotta believe it. All right, guys, we gotta move. We only have 30 minutes to get this thing in the oven. Next step, we have to pack the whole thing as dry as possible because we're about to torch it. The final step before torching it is to remove all of the string that's wrapped around it. We have to be extremely careful.
The torching was really cool. I'm excited to see this again.
For me, this is a bit of a sore subject because it makes me remember when I left the string on in one of my last episodes of MasterChef.
The string's on. We'd lose a star if we send that to the customer.
That was a throwback to MasterChef where I did a big challenge and I left the string on the meat and it was really awkward.
There's no pan big enough to sear this. It's time to torch.
Don't take slow for an answer. Get out to momentum.
that's actually really dangerous. And then I'm gonna come back when the egg's done. It's just 20 seconds.
showers longer than 5 minutes.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna try to put some on the top of my room. Hopefully you like this video. Hey, go subscribe to Nick. I can never say his name. Nicology. Nicology. I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about. Go subscribe to him. Like this video. And squatch.